The man picked up gasoline and poured it on the computer. People scattered in panic and fled. Then the man attached 2 C4 bombs to the oil drums. He connected the phone line to the bomb switch. As soon as a phone call came in, the bomb would explode. Instantly, Clay used to be a top agent. He operated outside rules and laws, specializing in handling certain special missions. Whenever someone's actions would harm the country, he would use various means to completely correct them. The industry called him the Beekeeper. Because he grew tired of this life of killing, Clay chose to retire early. He came to a secluded farm and started living a real beekeeping life. The landlady was a very kind retired teacher. She was very supportive of Clay's beekeeping business. She would often come chat with him and share interesting stories from life. The landlord's tolerance and care made Clay feel a sense of belonging here. However, this peace was soon broken. That evening, Clay prepared to give his homemade honey as a gift to the landlord. To thank her for all her care, Clay knocked on the door for a long time, but there was no movement inside. Yet the lights were still on. Clay had a bad feeling. He pushed open the door and walked in. He found a used handgun and the landlord who had taken her own life. Clay didn't have time to grieve. Suddenly, a woman appeared behind him with a gun. She was the landlord's daughter, Amy. She had come back to visit, only to see a strange man at her mother's house, while her mother was already dead. As an FBI agent, Amy had reason to believe Clay was the suspect who killed her mother. After police investigation, it was finally confirmed that the landlord had indeed committed suicide. Clay was also released through his conversation with Amy. Clay finally learned the reason for the landlord's suicide. After the landlord's only son died on the battlefield in Afghanistan, she used her son's pension and all her savings to establish a charity foundation. This large sum of money caught the attention of a fraud ring. All of the landlord's savings and charity funds were stolen. She had spent her life being kind to others and teaching, but ended up suffering such a cruel blow. Unable to bear this pain, she finally broke down and chose to end her life. Amy really wanted to seek justice for her mother, but the fraud organization was extremely well hidden. Amy couldn't find their whereabouts either. Amy felt helpless about her own inability, while Clay could barely suppress his anger anymore. He returned to his bee farm. He took out a sealed satellite phone from the beehive. An operator from a mysterious organization heard Clay's voice. The other party was very surprised, because Clay had been in retirement. For many years, Clay asked them to help him find the location of the fraud organization. Soon, Clay received a reply. This organization had bases all over the world. He provided Clay with the location of the nearest base. So Clay immediately went to the bottom of the fraud company building. The lobby was full of employees from the phone scam company. Clay told everyone to leave immediately, because he was going to burn this place to ashes. Then he connected the bomb and blew up the entire building. Clay had no intention of stopping. His target was the fraud organization's headquarters.